Hello and welcome to this episode of the English Verbs series. Today we're looking at the verb quit. So to start with then, let's think about the different forms of this verb. So we've got the infinitive, to quit, the past simple, quit, past participle, quit. So it's nice and easy to remember, quit, quit, quit. The continuous form, quitting, and third person, quits. But let's just have a look at the script to really think about this. So notice here, when we write it down, we're spelling it with a QU. But of course, hopefully you've picked up on the fact that the sound is a K. So we're moving from the K to the W, qu. So I want you to repeat after me nice and loud. Quit. 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 Quitting. Quits. Great, so we know how to pronounce the different forms of this verb. Now what we're going to do is have a look at some example sentences using different tenses so that you can really get to grips not only with the pronunciation but how you could actually use this verb in your own speech. So first off then, we've got number 1, I quit my job last week. And number 2, they quit the team because the manager was so tough. So these are both past simple examples where the thing that happened, the quitting, happened at some point in the past. So in number 1, it's clear when, because we've got that phrase, last week. I quit my job last week. With number 2, we don't know when it happened. We just know that it's done, it's finished, but we get no indication of when other than that it's in the past because of the form of the verb. Okay, so then we've got some past participle constructions. So sentence number 1, has he already quit? That's here and now. So I would be asking this question if maybe I'm at work and I'm looking around, one of my colleagues isn't at his desk. I might turn to somebody else and say, has he already quit? Here and now. So the thing I'm asking about, the quitting, would have happened in the past. If it has happened at all, the answer might be no, he might be sick. But I would use present perfect, which is what we're looking at here, if I want to kind of anchor that thing in the present. Sentence 2 is a bit different. Had she quit before she heard about the change of management? So we've got two things. We've got the quitting, and then we've got hearing about the change of management. So if I ask question number 2, I'm using that past perfect. Had she quit? And that helps the person I'm speaking to understand that I want to know if that thing happened first. So had she quit before she heard about the change of management? My friend might say, no, she quit after she heard, for example. So what we've got in sentence 1 is a present perfect, and in sentence 2 is a past perfect. But because this word quit has the same form in the past simple and the past participle, the only way that we know the difference is by paying close attention to that auxiliary verb, have. So has he, we know we're thinking now. Had she, past. So the ing form then, I heard she's quitting soon. Number 2, they're going to be quitting smoking in the new year. So I heard she's quitting soon might look like a slightly confusing construction because it looks like it's present perfect, present continuous. And it is, but it doesn't mean right at this moment. Sometimes we use this present continuous form for things that are close to now that we're pretty sure about. So I could equally have said, I heard she will be quitting soon. But it's actually quite natural to use the present continuous as well for that idea. Hopefully you've come across that perhaps in a grammar book or in some of your lessons. If that's something that's new to you, leave me a comment, let me know. So with number 2, they're going to be, there's a plan to do this thing. They've made a promise that they're going to quit. So they're going to be quitting smoking in the new year. You could say they're going to quit smoking in the new year. And for me, I've opted to go ing here because, let's face it, quitting smoking tends to be a thing that can take a little bit of time or sometimes takes repeated efforts. So for me, it feels like the ing is appropriate in this case. Third person then. He always quits when things don't go his way. And number 2, she never quits going on about her ex. Going on about something. It's a lovely phrasal verb. It's this idea that you keep talking about it. She's going on and on and on. So you can imagine this woman who literally all she talks about is her ex-partner. She never quits going on about her ex. Okay, so there we are. As a review then, I'd like you to repeat after me nice and loud, just to finish off. Quit. 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 Quitting. Quits. So great work today. If you found that useful, go ahead and hit like and subscribe. If you want to work with other verbs, then check out the playlist. And of course, if you go to the homepage, you'll find lots of other materials to help you with your English. Thanks for watching and have a lovely day.